Hey Rangers, today we're going to be talking about the Supergirl finale, which was titled Rain, and oh my god, it was something I kind of wasn't expecting. So let's jump into the top 10 what moments of the show. Number 10 is Mon-El talking about the future when he arrived on Saturn in the 31st century, where everything was kind of chaos. There wasn't any kind of structure, very similar to like the DEO or any police structure. This is when he formed a group called Legion, which obviously had Saturn Girl in it. This was only made possible to what happened previously in the last season, with Supergirl teaching Mon-El like the way that she is, the values, being a hero, etc, etc. Number 9 is Jimmy and Lana's kind of relationship. Now I mentioned this in the first video that I did about this, and boom, I was right. I knew that they would get together, and we kind of see this all happening all the way through, like the progression of when they're actually really interested to the kiss, where they're probably going to get together properly when we come back next year. Number 8 is Rain's symbol. That's all the way through the city. We hear it on news reports. We see it pretty much everywhere in the episode, and this is saying that Rain is here, she's here to stay, and this also sends out a message to Kara to say, hey, you know, I'm not going to be taking this lightly, you know where I am. One thing also is, because Kara has found this symbol everywhere, she doesn't know what it means. The hologram of her mum, she doesn't know what it means because there is no text on it until we come to the next part, which is number 7. Number 7 is the conversation between Kara and the guy that was in the previous episodes. I can't remember his name right now, but he was the one who thought Supergirl was a god, that he took the Book of Waaa and like made it into a religion to get everybody here. And he's talking about what Rain is. He explains that he went all over the world. He met with a disgraced Kryptonian priestess, and she has told him all about Rain, about what's happened, everything like that. That's all been talked about, and he gives her like 3 prophecies. 1, that the symbols are there. 2, you know, people are going to die, and number 3, Rain is going to rain down because she is a world killer, and this really scares Kara. Number 6 is about Kara and Saturn Girl, and they're talking about how Mon-El, when he came to the future, all he wanted to do was get back to the past, get back to Kara, and over a couple of years he realized, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this, and settles down. He then obviously hooks up and gets married to Saturn Girl, and this kind of hurts Kara. Number 5 is Lena and Jimmy almost getting killed by a hitman that was hired by Edge. The hitman is trying to make it look like the Kryptonian has killed them. They don't know what's going on, but they're trying to get down to the bottom of it because they think that Edge is the person behind all of it, but he's only behind the hitman that actually goes after them. And you kind of think, oh, but Guardian's there, obviously, because Jimmy brings up a shield to actually deflect the laser blast that Lena doesn't see, thus therefore injuring the hitman, and he doesn't really say anything to anyone about who hired him. They're all like, Edge did it, yep, Edge is the one. Number 4 is all about the 17 Street Gang, or the 17 Gang, that was doing a deal with drugs. The way that this whole scene is shot is where Rain kills everybody, but it looks very similar to something like a Batman from one of the Batman films. And I kind of thought, oh, that's kind of cool. So if they would ever do a Batman type show, I think this would be really cool, and you could see these sorts of shots always happening. Number 3 is about Rain going after Edge. Now normally this would be a bit kind of like, oh, you know, passing over, but the way it was shot seemed to be something very like kind of a horror film, and I liked it to some degree. It's just interesting to see that Sam previously looked at this like Edge's profile and was like, yeah, he's got to die. And she did the whole thing as like with Supergirl, where she's ripping open her top to show the symbol of Rain. Number 2 is going to the end of the episode where Rain is standing there, well, Sam. This is when Ruby comes downstairs and she's like, oh my god, it's Christmas, Merry Christmas, Mom, are you there? But the way that Sam is standing there, she's like, I'm going to kill Ruby, I'm going to do something, you know. She isn't herself, and I kind of think what will happen is she'll turn her head and she'll look completely out of place and she'll go for Ruby, but she'll stop and then try to seek help. But at the moment, it looks like Rain is completely in control of Sam's body, and the what moment of this is Sam versus Supergirl, or should I say Rain versus Supergirl, where Rain is saying, like, you know, her powers are there for justice, she's there to put the rights to the wrongs, and Supergirl's not going to allow this. They fight all over the city in a Christmas party. The Christmas music fits the scene really, really well, and this is when Supergirl and Rain then go over to a cargo ship, and they start fighting there. But until the point when they get into the city where Rain just destroys Supergirl, you know, there's no holding back. Supergirl is bleeding, she doesn't know what to do. This is when Rain wins the fight, and pretty much Kara is almost dying. She is knocked out, and it doesn't look good for her at the end of the episode. And it's like, oh my god, you did that to Supergirl? but it proves now that until the very end, Rain is going to just destroy the entire city, or she's going to try and rule it. We're also going to have Kara kind of doubting herself because she was beaten by Rain. That's what I kind of predict for the next part of the season, but we won't know until February. God damn it, guys. But yeah, I like this episode. It seems very different from when we had Crisis on Earth X, and this is kind of a nice wind down to some degree. I kind of really want to see more, but again, we have to wait till February. So Rangers, there we go. There is my top 10 moments from Supergirl. What was your favourite moment? Let me know down below in the comments. If you've liked this video, like, favourite, comment and subscribe. If you want to help out on Patreon, link will be in the description down below. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.